Right, developing your recipes, thinking about new things that you can sell, new flavours you could make. I'm in baking mode today, and as usual, I'm in kitchen, and my brain's going over time. What can I, how can I, what can I teach about what I'm doing? So what's occurred to me is that quite often I'm asked, and I see in groups a lot of people asking about they've been asked for a lemon cake, but they haven't got a lemon cake recipe, or chocolate orange and that kind of thing. And what I want to drum into you is if you've got a really good, before you even set your business up, you should have a really good basic vanilla cake recipe and a good chocolate cake recipe. If you've got those two recipes that you're really happy with, you can adapt those, and it's the easiest way as well to get new flavours, to adapt the recipes that you've baked so many times and you know you've already perfected. So as an example, your vanilla cake is quite easily turned into a lemon cake. Instead of putting in vanilla essence, you put lemon extract or lemon zest in. Instead of putting that big dollop splash of milk in, you can use lemon juice or half lemon juice, or mix lemon essence into that milk. And when you're thinking lemon cake, exactly the same way you can do orange flavour sponge or lime, and you can throw poppy seeds into this lemon cake. So you've got lemon and poppy seed. You can crush up pistachio nuts and throw it into a lime cake, so you've got lime and pistachio. If you're thinking about that all the time, it's so easy to use. If you've got these good basic recipes like the egg whey method for the vanilla recipe, it's absolutely perfect as it is. So why change it? Why think I've got to have a completely different recipe if I want to do a lemon cake? Another thing that you can do with a vanilla cake, it's really easy to sub out, take out half the caster sugar and replace it with light brown soft sugar, or even dark brown soft sugar, and you can get toffee flavoured cakes, if you've got a salted caramel cake to do, just change out, just put brown sugar in. Something at Christmas I did a gingerbread, and it's really easy. It will basically swap out all the caster sugar for dark brown soft sugar, add in a spoonful of treacle, and then add like the cloves and the ginger, and it was just a really lovely gingerbread sort of recipe for my cupcakes. Even my icing for the gingerbread cupcakes, what I think I used them on Biscoff as well actually, is I got the unrefined icing sugar and use that instead of the normal white icing sugar, and it give a really lovely slightly toffee tasting buttercream. And I could add a pinch of cinnamon and things like that to it. So all the time be thinking about how you can vary these recipes that you've already got perfected and turn them into something else. If you've got a good chocolate cake recipe, throw in some orange essence and a load of grated orange zest, and you've got chocolate orange. You can throw in handfuls of nuts and things like that. Something, if you're going to add some fresh fruits or chocolate chips or anything like that, you toss them in a little bit of flour first so they don't all sink to the bottom. You've got a completely new recipe. The flavours you can come up with from those basic recipes are absolutely amazing. Same with brownies. Don't panic and think, I've got to do bueno brownies and start looking online for a bueno brownie recipe, because if you've got a good brownie recipe already, stir in a bit of the bueno type spread, put them on top. Once your plain brownies come out of the oven, then put the bueno on top to kind of melt in a little bit. You've got bueno brownies. You can do the same with Biscoff. Swirl through your spread, crush your biscuits over. You don't need separate recipes for everything. Cheesecakes. My cheesecakes, I do a vanilla base, the actual cheesecakey bit. I've got a vanilla one, which obviously I can turn into lemon, or I can put whatever in it. And I've got a chocolate one as well, and the chocolate one I can turn into chocolate orange quite easily. You can stir things in, chocolate chips. Also, the possibilities are endless once you've got these good basic recipes. So with cheesecakes, you can change the base and the toppings. You've got completely different recipes, but it's using the same basic idea. Your biscuit base, you can use any biscuits at all. You can use Biscoff. You can just stick with digestives. You can use a chocolatey biscuit. You can, I've known people do red velvet cake as the base for a cheesecake. So just Be thinking all the time about how you can vary your recipes. I hope this makes sense because it's completely off the top of my head. It's just been mulling around in here for the last half hour while I've been making. But as always, don't sell them until you've perfected them. If you're going to try a lemon cake, you need to bake one for yourself or for your fiercest critic, like I say, and test it out first. Don't just assume that because you've put a bit of this in, it's now that flavour. Also change your fillings. You know, obviously for a lemon cake, you're adding lemon curd and lemon buttercream, that type of thing. Yeah, give you something to mull about. I hope it made sense.